Guide your head onto your backs. We'll start there. Closing your eyes. Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. If you're at home, we're going to get started on our backs. Make your way there. Once you arrive, take any little micro movements, little adjustments, relating to the body. Allow the body to feel effortless. Bring your awareness to the space that you're feeling the rising and falling of your breath. It might be the belly, the chest, maybe a little bit of the shoulders. Allow the breath to become a little bit more full, a little bit deeper. When we breathe from anxiety, fear, stress, breathe from the chest area. Try to allow the breath to pull down all the way to the navel, the pelvic area. Taking note of how you have arrived to your space. The energetic state of your body. The emotional state of your heart. And the quality of your breath. Allow any feelings or sensations to come to the surface. So try not to suppress or fight or control, resist any of these emotions, thoughts, feelings. Acknowledging where you are at today, and allow yourself to peel back the layers. Let's take arms overhead, take a full body stretch. Spread through the toes, point through the toes, reach through the fingers. So much that the low back starts to lift up, your chest puffs up. With exhale, release the back body onto the earth. We'll take a little crescent shape of the body. So walk the feet, walk your fingers over to the left side. So you're arching the right side of the body, you're cinching the left side of the body. Left hand can grab the right wrist. Right ankle might cross on top of the left. With every inhale, think about lengthening the right side. Every exhale, bending a little deeper over to the left. Start to travel the feet, travel the fingers over to the opposite side. Right hand can grab for left wrist. Left ankle can cross on top of right. Inhale, elongate through the left side. And exhale, cinch the right side. Take the body back through center. Hug your knees to chest, asana pose. Give yourself a little squeeze here. Your shoulders can lift off the mat, fill into a little ball. You rock side to side, massage out your spine. Practice the arms lift and fall on either side. Shift the hips off to the right, lift the knees, let the legs fall left. Just a gentle supine twist, doesn't have to be super deep. Left hand can find the top of the right leg. Maybe your gaze shifts over to the right side. Your next inhale, draw the knees through center. And then shift the hips off to the left. Let the legs fall over to the right. And keep the left arm cactus on the earth. Right hand can find the top of the left leg. Just a little added pressure here. Gaze can shift over your left shoulder. Hug the knees back to your chest. Hands come behind your knees, like the thighs. And then we'll rock and roll up and down as many times as you guys want. If this doesn't feel okay, you can just roll over hands and knees. That's where you'll meet eventually, but just giving yourself a little massage. And then we'll take this into a single pose, all fours. So take your wrists underneath shoulders, knees, hips width underneath your hips. Let's take a couple rocks side to side, just loosening up the hip joints area. You can start to exaggerate this movement and draw some circles with the shoulders over the wrists. So taking this as your own practice, add a little free-form movement, intuitively, letting your body move how it wants to. Getting out little pockets of tension. We'll come back to center, neutral spine. Use your next inhale to press the heart forward, sink the belly, lift your sits bones, come into your cow pose. On your exhale, press the ground away, squeeze your forearms, tuck your chin around your spine, out. Inhale forward, out. Exhale, press the back away, back. flowing in and out of your traditional cats and cows. You can add in any other movement that might feel nice, maybe flipping the fingers towards the knees, even just paw at the mat. Some barrel rolls with the spine, snake-like movement. More rounds here. And then we'll sink our hips towards our heels. We're gonna sit on our shins. Take the hands in a fist. Reach them out ahead of you and just warming up the wrists a little bit more. You can draw some circles, draw some figure eights. And release the hands, press the palms to the front of the room. Take some half circles. And then release the fingers to the face, press the wrists to the front of the room. Take some half circles this way. So we spend a ton of time in flexion of the wrists in yoga, so working on wrist extension here. And then shake out the hands. And we'll interlace the fists, the hands behind the low back, bend elbows. Grab hold of the opposite hand. Hold the fist down to chase the toes. Maybe your gaze shifts to the top of the room. Press your heart forward, cinch the waist. Just breathing into the space on the front of your body, front of the shoulders. And then release chin to chest. Draw the fist over to the right hip. Hug the right shoulder into the midline, the center of your body. And then we'll lower the left ear over to the left side. Take a couple racks and head side to side. And then release the hands behind the low back, switching out the grip so opposite thumb comes on top. So probably is awkward way that you're used to. Draw the fist down, gaze up to the top of the room. Little micro back bend here. And then draw the fist over to the left hip. Squeeze the elbow in. Drop the right ear over to the right side. Stay still, or you can add in a little head rolls. And draw the fist down one more time here. Cup the chest up. Release the hands. Roll onto all fours. Tuck your toes, lift your hips back, downward facing dog. So hands fall, shoulders width, feet fall, hips width. Root down through the index fingers to the thumbs. Find some freestyle movement of the feet. Shake the head. Open and close the mouth. Think about drawing the heels down to the earth and lifting your hips up higher so that finds some more extension in the backs of the legs. Keep pressing into the hands, shoulders up. Lift to your toes, soften the knees. Ripple the body forward, come to a high plank. Let's sustain this. So building a little heat here. Keep pressing into the ground. So protraction of the upper back. You're puffing up that space between the shoulder blades. So avoiding sinking. Keep pressing. Stay activated. So in rock climbing, we do a ton of pulling motion. So working on this pressing motion. Rock forwards and back a couple of times on the toes, get into the wrists. And then you can keep your knees lowered and lifted, whatever you guys want. Shift forward. Let's bend at the elbows, squeeze the triceps into the upper body. Lower all the way to the belly. Untuck the toes, walk the hands back, maybe an inch or two. Squeeze the shoulder blades, squeeze the elbows. Peel the chest off the earth. Holding here in our baby cobra. Keep pressing into the tops of the feet so kneecaps are lifted, quads activated. Lower the chest down. Walk the hands out about 1 foot to the shoulders, in line with the shoulders. Spider the fingertips. On our next inhale, peel the chest off the earth. On our next exhale, we'll lower the right shoulder to the middle of the mat. Gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale through center. And then exhale, lower the left shoulder, gaze over the right. Twice more other side, inhale, lift. Exhale, right. Nice, you guys. Lift. Exhale, lift. Inhale, center. One more time. After your last round, we'll plant the hands next to the ribcage. Tuck the toes, press yourself back, active child's pose, knees wide, keep the toes tucked. Stay on fingertips, lift through the palms, find length through the sides of the body. And let's start to crawl your fingers to the front of the room. Peel the hips off the heels, coming into puppy pose. So getting deeper into the back body, a little bit more of a back bend, heart opener here. Nice. You can rest your chin, you can rest your forehead, whatever feels better on the neck. Stay lifted through the elbows, stay lifted through the palms. Walk the hands back in. Downward facing dog. The feet here for a moment. Now lift to the toes. Start to tiptoe your weight forward. Let the toes land behind the ribs. Land them either hips width or a little bit wider. Hands will grab opposite triceps. Take a rag down here. Take a generous bend in the knees. Keep the weight in the toes. So notice how that activates the hamstring. So compressing the front line of your body onto the tops of the thighs. Top of the head super heavy here. Let the jaw relax. Sway back and forth. You can bounce like a flea in the water. And then release elbows, fingertips to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release and fold. Slowly roll your way to standing, tuck the head left to right. And then once you arrive, roll the shoulders back, palms face forward, Vinyasa. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Twice more just like that. Inhale, right. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, right. This time, let's swan dive forward fold. Halfway lift. Step your way back, downward facing dog. Ripple the body forward, high plank. Knees lifted or lower. Exhale, we'll lower halfway to the belly, chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog, release to the tops of the feet. Exhale, move through table or high plank, downward facing dog. Fill out the feet here, take a deep inhale. Deep exhale. Twice more just like that. connect to your breath. Lift to the toes, soft through the knees. Start to walk. If you're ready, feet land, bring between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, neutral spine. Exhale. Make your way up to standing or Hastasana, arms rise. Plug the shoulders in, exhale, hands through heart. Inhale to sweep. Exhale, slow motion, fold forward. Halfway lift. Bend the hands, step your way back down with facing dog. Ripple the body forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog, these are totally optional. Exhaling, downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath here. Starting to build some heat. Lift to the toes. Bend the knees. Step or prop your feet between the hands. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Root to rise. Arms sweep overhead. Exhale, onto the middle of your hands through heart. One more round just like this. Inhale. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands. Downward facing dog. Roll forward, kind of plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog next. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come to the balls of the feet again. Bend the knees, step or tap the feet forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time, keep the right foot rooted. As you rise, draw the left knee to your chest. Hold here just for a moment, find some stability. Stay rooted through the right big toe. Try lifting the left knee up higher. And then we'll move through Warrior 3. So press the back wall away with the left heel. Sock through the right knee. You can wing the arms back. Squeeze the triceps together. Reach through the left big toe. Reach through the top of the head. Nice again. For a little bit more stability, land the peace fingers on the earth. A little bit more counterbalance. You can reach the fingers to the front of the room. Sock through the right knee. Land the left toes. Land the left knee. Into a low lunge. Staying on fingertips here, we'll reach the heart to the front of the room. And then on our exhale, we'll shift the hips back, peel the right toes to the face. Twice more just like that. And right foot, bend the knee. Exhale, shift back. Inhale forward. This time, let's linger in our half splits. So we come to the top of the left foot. Stay here. If it's okay on the left knee, you can sink the hips towards the left heel. You don't have to go there if you don't want to. It's an option. Stay flexed through the right foot. Think about lengthening through the spine. You can reach the front of the head forward. Actually, let's reach it up. And then if you want to take this a little deeper, you can try folding over right leg. Stick with your breath. Use the strength of your legs to lift you back up. Walk the left fingers a little bit outside of your mat, tensing the fingers. Right fingers rise. Take a twist. Sink into the right knee. Right fingers might start to reach to the back of the room. Fan out the front of your body. Just release. And then release the hands to frame the front foot. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. Let's take an L stand, tap on the mat, shift into the right foot, lift the left heel. Stand, fingertips reach through the crown of the head, elongate. And exhale, maybe try folding your chin towards your right knee. Land the left foot next to the right. Sink your hips. You can have big toes together, little space between the heels, or you can have feet split, whatever you guys prefer. Vinyasa and chair pose. Biceps next to the ears. If it's too much on the shoulders, you can take a little bit wider with stance, or you can take hands apart. Driving down into the heels, try to stay light in the toes. Building a little bit more heat in the tops of the thighs. And then press into the left foot. Draw the right knee to the chest this time. Find your stability, find your balance. Soft through the left knee. Shift the weight forward. Visiting warrior 3 for a beat. Stretch through the right toe. Energetically reaching through the front of the head with your fingers. And then soft bend in the left knee again. Land the right toes, land the right knee. Fingertips frame the left foot. Inhale. Slingshot the heart forward. And then exhale, hip shift back. Feel the left toes off the earth, half splits. Twice more fluidity right here. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lengthen. Once more bend. Exhale, half split. So let's linger here. Stay with the hips lifted, or you can land the hips on the right heel. Stay active through the left foot. Stand, fingertips reach through the top of the head. So really finding that space between each of your vertebrae. And then maybe try folding a little deeper over the long neck. Stay with your breath. Honoring where your eyes is. Start to crawl the fingers forward. Plant the left foot. Top of the left or the right toes lift the knee. Take your L stance, so fingers should be a little bit in front of the left foot. You can point, you can flex the right toes, whatever you prefer. Inhale. Find lift through your spine. Exhale, find depth. Hold. And then release right foot next to left. Feet together, feet wide, whatever you want. Sink the hips, move the Vinyasa. Fire up the legs. Drive on into the heels. Try to keep the knees stacked over the ankles. Draw the belly button in, find length through the sides of your body. Turn the pinkies inward. One more inhale here. Exhale, release, come up to standing. You can take a little baby back bend if you'd like. And then draw the hands through heart. Press into the right foot, draw the left knee to chest, arms can rise. And then shifting into the warrior 3 once again. This time we're going to land in our warrior 1 pose. So you might want to pivot the left foot a little bit at a 45-degree angle. Soft through the right knee. Carefully land the left heel down. Heel to heel alignment, so one line of energy. Right knee over left, or right knee over right ankle. Arms can rise. Sink a little bit into the front knee. So trying to find that line of energy from the left heel out, the left leg, out through the fingertips. reach the left hip forward. Hips don't have to be squared, but just think that general direction and squeezing everything to the center. Practice the arms, start to draw them towards your hips. And then bend the elbows, interlace the hands. Pull the fist down the left leg. Open the chest. And then draw the right elbow or right shoulder. The inside of the right leg, humbling your warrior. So a lot of power through the legs, through the feet here. Just keep squeezing the thighs together. Let the crown of the head hang heavy. Gaze to the back of the room. Keep peeling your fist away from your sacrum towards the front of the room. Use your next inhale, lift the torso back up. Release the fingertips overhead. And then exhale, back foot parallel with the back of your mat. Open yourself to warriors. Right knee over right ankle. Try to externally rotate both inner thighs. So when you do that, so it's easy to drop in. When you start to externally rotate, right knee presses over to the right. And then edge of the left foot roots down. So that opens up the pelvic area. Soft through the shoulders, fingertips up. Release through the front leg, tilt the body back, take a reverse triangle. Right arm high fives the back of the room, left hand rests on the back of the leg lightly. Heel toe the left foot in a little bit. Soft through the right knee. As you start to reach the right fingers forward, we're coming into half moon, so right fingers come up and out from the right knee toe. Left toe starts to peel off the earth. Left hand can also rest on your hip too, for a little bit more stability. So once you touched on the fingers, a little lift of the palm, and then squeeze the fingers to the palm, so that kind of suction cups the fingers on the earth. Stay rooted through the right big toe. Try lifting the gaze. So right eye might look to the top of the room. One last little breath here. Lower the left hip, step the left foot next to the right. Let's take a full. And then land the hips down onto the earth. Take Vinyasa boat pose. You can keep hands rooted. Shins parallel or legs straight. And also reach the fingers forward. Just a little bit of core strength here. And then release the feet down, cross the ankles. Step your way back. Downward facing dog. Kind of let the feet here, just release whatever happened on the right side. Take this little sequence on the left side. Lift to the toes, bend through the knees. Make your way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale to fold. Sink your hips, secure pose with Vinyasa. And then press into the left foot. Draw the right knee into the chest, come up to standing. And then make your way through your warrior three pose, just as a transition here. Pause for a moment, find your balance. And then rotate your right foot at a 45-degree angle. Slightly bend the left knee and then touch the right foot down. Take a look down, make sure heels are in line with one another. Left knee stacked over the ankle. Use your breath in with the torso of the arms. Take a moment, squeeze everything together, find that strength. Try sinking the left knee a little bit more. Find that elongation in the right calf. Cactus the arms, draw the elbows to the hips, and then interlace that opposite weight that you're used to, so opposite thumb on top. Reach the fist down the right leg, maybe your gaze shifts to the top of the room. Little micro back bend here, take it or leave it. And then just shifting from the hips, land the left shoulder on the inside or on top of the left thigh. Again, squeeze right thigh to left. Let the head hang heavy. Let the jaw relax. And your breath. So it's okay if you're uncomfortable, but if you're in pain, backing up and just closing the doors. Last little bit of our standing sequence. Draw the fists up, lift the core, release arms overhead. And then heel toe, the right foot open a little bit more, so foot's parallel with the short edge. And open the arms for your two. Again, notice that the knees are flexing in. Externally rotate the inner legs. So press the left knee over. Root down through the knife edge side of the right foot. Here. Find some strength. Charge down through the bottoms of the feet. Use your next inhale. Lengthen through the left leg. Left hand can high five the back of the room. Right hand can rest right hand the back leg. Heel toe the right toes in. Soft bend through the left knee. Start to reach left fingers forward. Right hand can also come to right hip here. Left fingers come up and out from the left pinky toe. Stack the hips. Reach through the right big toe. Try twisting the left shoulder over to the right side of the room. See if that can take you a little bit deeper here. Maybe your left eye shifts its gaze to the top of the room. Right fingers can also release if you're ready. And then lower the right hip. Step the right foot next to the left. Sink the hips onto the earth. One more round of Vinyasa here. You can always keep toes rooted too. It's a little too much right now. Finding what works for your body. Shift the gaze to where the wall and ceiling meet, so that keeps the chest, the front line of the body open. And then lower down slowly all the way onto the backs. Take a full body stretch. Release. And then we'll pin the feet. So ankles underneath the knees. So preparing for bridge pose. Hands can come next to your hips. Use your next inhale to prepare the body. On your exhale, drive down, so charge into the heels, and then lift your pelvis to the top of the room. Stay here, walk the shoulders underneath the chest, finding a little bit more lift between the collarbones. Keep squeezing your inner thighs together. And then draw the heels to the back of the room, so that activates your hamstrings. Maybe interlace the hands underneath the hips. And then becoming so present here. So thinking about all the physical contact with the earth. Thinking out of any sensation you're feeling. And then release the bind if it was there. Slowly lower the hips, vertebrae and vertebrae down. Draw the knees to your armpits. Take a happy baby pose. Knees can rest, or hands can rest on tops of knees. behind, grab your equals, maybe outside edges of the feet. Wrap your elbows side to side. Release the low back from any of the back bending that we've done. And draw the knees back to the chest, hands behind the kneecaps. We'll rock and roll up and down a couple more times. And then taking this into your downward facing dog. So take your time. Lift the right heel to the sky. Draw the right knee over to the right tricep. Pause. And rotate the shin at a 45-degree angle. Lower the shin down to the earth. You might need to step the left foot back a little bit. Keep the toes tucked or you can tuck them. Stay on fingertips. Take your little pigeon pose. So reach the chest forward, cinch at the waist. Another little back bend here. Internally rotate the left inner thigh so that draws the left hip forward, right hip back. You notice that little micro adjustment. And then stay upright, or you can start to lower down on the forearms, maybe rest the forehead, chin. Just try to find some ease in this intense pose. Sticking with your breath. Let the breath draw all the way down to your pelvic area, the hips. Noticing if you are uncomfortable, if you want to fidget. I'm trying to find some stillness here. These poses sometimes can be a little bit more challenging than any other yoga poses. If you're moving too quickly, kind of lose sight of finding stillness and finding ease. Start to walk the hands back in underneath the shoulders. And then we'll shift off to the right hip. Draw the left knee forward. And then we'll plant the left foot on the outside of the right thigh. Draw the left or the right heel to the left glute. And then inhale, arms wide. We'll take a little twist off to the left side. So elbow can catch the outside of the left thigh. You can give it a little squeeze. That's where you like to keep it. And then let the fingers fall behind the sacrum. Maybe your right eye shifts its gaze to the back of the room. And releasing through center. Let's take a little counter twist. So hands can come to the outside of the right hip. And through the elbows. Drop the brain to the earth. Make that upright. And coming into cow face pose. So wiggle the left heel over to the right side a little bit. So this is pretty intense on the hips. You don't have to take it super deep. But we're trying to stack the left knee on top of the right. Stay flexed through the feet. You're going to feel this ton in your outer hip. Just stay here on fingertips. If you'd like a little more, you can start to crawl the hands forward. Maybe rest the chin on the left knee. long. Lift your chest back up. If it's okay on the knees, just roll yourself forward and then unwind and make your way back to your downward facing dog. Left heel rises. Draw the left knee to the left tricep. Find that little connection if you can. Rotate the shin at a 45-degree angle. And then set the shin down on the earth. Right toes might walk back a foot. So stand fingertips underneath the shoulders. Find little micro adjustments of the hips. So internally rotate the right inner thigh. So right hip pulls forward. That'll activate the left outer hip if you feel that. Hold here for another round of breath. And then find your own depth if you'd like to release into a sleeping pigeon. I'm trying to make this as effortless as you can. Connecting back to the rhythm of your breath. Taking note of if your mind starts to wander here. If we can't find stillness here, how will we ever find stillness, find ease of mind in our day-to-day lives? Breathing into so our hips store a ton of emotional baggage. I can feel a little bit intense in the heart, that's why. Letting that release here. Curling hands back in. Shift the weight to the left hip, draw the right leg forward, and cross the foot to the outside of the left thigh. Maybe to shift the hips a little bit. Reach the arms overhead, and then take your twist off to the right and touch the elbow or hug the knee. Let the right fingers fall behind the sacrum. Think about reaching through the crown of the head and then bringing out your spine, sort of like a towel. See if you can twist a little deeper here. And release through center. Take your little counter twist off to the left and the elbows. Coming back up. Gomukhasana, cow face legs. So wiggle the left knee underneath the right. Try to flex through the feet. Try to keep both sits bones rooted on the earth. Inhale, stand fingertips, gaze upward. And then start to fold the front body to the tops of the thighs. Walk your hands back in. Release the hands behind the hips, fingertips towards the hips, plant the feet, and then just windshield wiper the legs. And release the knees through center, fingertips to the front of the room. Tuck the chin around the spine. And then as slow as you can, rolling onto your back. So taking as long as you can to find those little spaces that you can activate where you didn't even know existed. Thanks, you guys. And then you can release into a full body stretch. Put the knees to the chest. Lift the hips off to the right. Supine twist off to the left. Keep knees bent or lengthen up this time. Try to keep the right shoulder rooted on the earth. So that allows you to twist a little bit more from the torso. Knees come through center. And then lower them off to the opposite side. When you're ready, you're going back onto your backs. Release the feet wide, legs long, hands rest alongside your hips, taking up space on your mat. Arriving to your final resting pose. Close the eyes. Release the roof, the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Let the shoulders unshrug. The belly on top. Knees and toes fall to the outside edges of your mat. Let any emotion, thoughts, feeling unravel here. Not judging it, not labeling any sensation or experience you're having. Trying to let it pass by. So sort of like you're inside your home. The storm is brewing on the outside. You're watching the rainfall, you're watching the lightning, you're hearing the thunder. But you're not actually in the storm. Those experiences are your thoughts. Letting yourself sit behind your thoughts and your feelings. Not getting fully wrapped up in what's going on. Starting to bring some more awareness back into your space, back into your body. backs of your head side to side. And then bend one knee at a time, rolling onto one side of your mat. Pausing for a moment in your fetal position. Before pressing your way up with your top hand, coming into your comfortable seat, keep the eyes up. Making yourself forward, taking time for yourself, your practice. Letting go of any expectations you had of yourself or of others. When you release expectations, you release suffering. When you have these expectations out in this world, and we're let down and we suffer. Trying to release them. Be easy on yourself.